Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about armpits and natural deodorants and regular deodorants and what I have found on my quest for less sweaty and less stinky armpits. Our skin is the biggest organ that we have, so it's really important that we take care of it. It's not like ingesting things where you have the digestive system to help break down the product. Putting things on your skin actually just goes directly into the bloodstream. So be aware of what you put on your skin. I know I'm not perfect, so I'm not here to bash anybody, and it is a lifestyle change. So the whole point is just to educate and give everybody their space and time to have their own personal journey in taking better care of themselves, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, whatever. There are a few things that conventional deodorants have that natural deodorants don't have. The first thing is toxic chemicals like hormone and endocrine disruptors. The endocrine system helps with hormonal things like metabolism, fertility, a bunch of other stuff that I can't think about right now. It also has carcinogens, which is bad. It also has pesticides, specifically something called triclosan. Triclosan? I don't know. It's a linked risk for both human health and the environment. It's known as a skin irritant. The Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, registers this as a pesticide, but for some reason it's still found in deodorant. Companies use it in anti-acne products and hand sanitizers and deodorants and antiperspirants. It's so bad that traces of it is found in the urine of 75% of Americans. The FDA will say that there are no known hazards to this, but they also acknowledge that research has been developing, and so they might change their minds. Conventional deodorants can irritate the skin by causing itchiness, swelling, redness, rashes. Antiperspirants actually don't really do their job. According to the FDA, it only needs to reduce your sweating by 20% to be called all-day protection and by 30% to be called extra strength. Besides, sweating is a good thing. It's healthy for you. It keeps your body cool. It gets rid of toxins. It helps prevent diseases from happening by preventing toxic overload. It supports proper immune function and kills certain bacteria and viruses for you, naturally. There are also other ingredients in conventional deodorants that you should be aware of. Aluminum is a big one. Yes, it's found in a lot of conventional deodorants. There have been some link in research to aluminum and breast cancer and Alzheimer's, but they will say that there's not sufficient enough data and there needs to be more research. But most of the consensus is that you should not be putting this stuff on if you shave your armpits. By the way, aluminum is responsible for those funny colored stains you have on your clothes in the armpit area, and it also darkens your armpits. If you have dark armpits like I used to, that's from aluminum staining your armpits. Conventional deodorant already ruin your clothes by leaving white marks on the fabric and by clogging your pores, so dirt gets trapped in there, which only darken the armpits. It also has phthalates and parabens, which are hormone and endocrine disruptors, which are bad. Propylene glycol is another popular ingredient in conventional deodorants. It's also popular in other personal care items, so you might see it in your skincare stuff or makeup. It's very controversial, and by the way, its common name is antifreeze. Formaldehyde is another ingredient, and it is a known carcinogen, but it kills the germs. And antibacterial ingredients, which are known endocrine disruptors, will affect your immune system. It's a big deal because the lymph nodes are located at the armpits and they work with the endocrine system. And so if you're putting endocrine disruptors right on top of the endocrine system, it will affect you. The American Cancer Society and the National Cancer Institute will say there's not enough conclusive evidence that link conventional deodorants to breast cancer and other cancers and fertility and all that stuff, but there are a lot of lab evidence and research, so take that however you want. So I know the quest for natural deodorants is actually really, really hard because there's just not many options and you don't want to spend your money on everything to try everything, and most of them are ineffective. So this is what I found to work out for me. So my quest for natural deodorant started 5 years ago. I started with this brand called Primal Pit Paste. It's a great brand. When I first found them, they were still a relatively small brand, and now they've grown so big. I know a lot of families use them. This is what it looks like. It comes in a stick and a jar. So they have a lot of different fun scents. I think one of the first one I had was lavender and orange creamsicle. The orange creamsicle is part of the kids line, but it didn't say it's not for adults. How you use this is that you just simply put it on your armpit, leave it there for a few seconds so your body warms up the product, and then just swipe like 2 times and you're good to go. The reason why I stopped using their products is that I am just naturally a really heavy sweater. Well, now not so much since I switched to natural products. I don't sweat that much anymore. But I still sweat more than the average female, I guess. Because I was detoxing so much from using conventional deodorants, I had to reapply this more than once throughout the day. And my lazy butt just did not like that. I just didn't want to carry this around, you know? So I didn't like that. So I stopped using their stuff. Oh, also, it got kind of like too pasty. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I found a different line, which is my favorite personal care line in the whole world. I found out about them through Shailene Woodley, the actress, and other actresses that have used the brand, and they are called Living Libations. So all their stuff are super high quality. They source only the best of the best around the world, and they are from Canada. If you are in the LAOC area, they have a small store in Venice Beach where you can actually sample everything that they have. At the time when I found them, they didn't have the store, so I was ordering directly from them through their website. And because I didn't have a store to go into, I did not know what scents to pick. And the thing with Living Libations is that the stuff is so pure that if you're new to essential oils, it might put you off just because you're not used to the pure smells of certain things. So I spent a lot of money trying to find the scent that works for me. Your body's natural pheromones are actually, it's supposed to be a turn on and attract people. The whole thing with essential oil deodorants is that it mixes in with your own natural pheromones. And so as you sweat throughout the day, you actually smell better and better as you wear it. So the first product I got from Living Libations for deodorant is their Poetic Pits line, which is their deodorant. This one is an essential oil roll-on. Cool. Recently, they started coming out with their deodorant creams. This is the cream. The creams actually work really well. It has baking soda and arrowroot and clay, so it also helps detox and clean out your armpits, which I think is great. So I like both the roll-on and the jar. It just depends on your preference. The jar is just like a creamy mousse almost. The jar is cheaper than the roll-on because the roll-on is just like pure essential oils. The thing about natural products is that it seems like a lot of money up front, but it actually lasts a really long time, much longer than conventional products. Even Primal Pit Paste lasted me so long. I don't even remember, but I remember thinking about how crazy long it lasted because I wanted a new scent and I couldn't get a new one because I had to finish the one I had. This from Primal Pit Paste is 2 ounces and it's about $10.95. Their jar is also 2 ounces, but it's $8.95. Don't know why. As for Living Libations, the roll-on, it depends on the scent you're picking. I know their more classic scents are cheaper than say rose, just because of the essential oils that are involved in making the scent. So this is a 10 milliliter and it is $65. The jar is 30 milliliters and it's $22. So the jar is also cheaper than the stick because it's not as concentrated. I will link everything in the description box below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something cool or terrifying. and that if you're using a natural deodorant that you really like and that I should check out, let me know. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.